Hello and welcome. Right, I am getting ready to do all the jobs. Yeah, it's weird on some maps. I've got true 4K on. I've always had 4K, and obviously the normal setting for 4K is 3000 and so, and this is 4000. So the pixels are as close to. I mean, it's on some sort of things you can really see the difference, and then other times it just looks as it always has done, but also depends upon the textures used by the map maker. What you can actually see when you sort of look closely at meshes and things, but also where people have used older meshes like that, it sort of shows it up. So, sorry, Cavalier Roy, but the floor and things that are really high sort of fidelity, you can really on Calmston, it really you can see the breeze, the actual blocks. It's phenomenal. So where the textures are, yeah, like that. Now see, that's a new modern graphics. You look very closely, and you can even see the little stipples on the concrete. Quite amazing. Yeah, I'm still blown away by it. Actually, I've got to be honest. Yeah, it is quite amazing. And then in other ways, it's totally. Oh wow. Left that in the right place, haven't I? No, I'm going to say I don't think I'd started your engine yet, have I? Right, so yeah, it's the one thing I really, because I love that, but it is actually true. It's not just the Dalbo. A lot of rollers, if I have had the Planter that we've got now, it's quite true that I often don't, yeah, have a roller because obviously you've got it built into the. It was quite an amazing bit of engineering, really. Quite very pleased with it. Again, there are certain things. I was talking about this last session, wasn't I, about FS25. You do wonder, really, what less than a month now. Yeah. Right. So then, really. Also, obviously, you will have seen how slowly I go. I have sort of done this already, I think. Ooh, right. Yeah, that's it though. Thank goodness. I started a couple of them going. I didn't completely, for once, start your engine, did I? And actually do what I did, which I'm glad in a way. Oh, they must be full. Yeah, they are. So I did do it. I did it yesterday. So they should really need. No. It's water we do though. So let's put you back a little now. For once, let's put you right back so that you don't actually get in the way. My own fault, but I do tend to leave it a little bit, so it should oversteer a little, and should just about manage not to. It is long, it is. Oh, stopped its engine as well. 37.5. That is what we'd got, so that is right. Oh, going the wrong way. Yes, it is the day that we do. That's why I'm not going to rush because I don't think there was a real need to do an awful lot to these, was there really? Yeah, little. I mean, still in the green, and it's 13 tons in their hold, and that's full. That's it, your lot. So we can't do any more. The Berkshires always look in the orange, and there are now 600 of them. They're going to be a little bit more. Oh, wow, and they're halfway through puberty. These are also terribly happy. Now, I'm going to focus upon how well we've done with the horses, thanks to our um, school of riders that we have in every, which is realistic. I've always said this about horses. Everyone used to get so bent out of shape. Yes, of course, we've got the daily riding mod on that literally has got that value out of them, but that you would do in real life. There's no way one person could possibly do that amount of horses. So yeah, it's true. There's no way one man could possibly do all of the farm work on this farm. That's what I'm saying. It's a team effort. It's true of yeah, it's all gone. Fantastic, sorted. So now I move on to the business of doing the Cavalier Roy and sort of looking through that fantastic mod that we sort of said was going to be the lead, even though obviously we do also realise that now that is a point actually. Yeah, we might do a run of or run or two of this. That's oh, it's still going down. Yeah, even though in fact quite fast this time. Let's have a look at a little closer though and see is anything actually getting it. We saw this on Cavalier Roy's, but I never saw where it was going. Yeah, so manure 26 tons. Well, that's going down. That is. Silo. It isn't going down in there. But neither is it going up, and that's my point. It's worrying. Surely, obviously, what I'm sort of saying is you should see it go up somewhere else, and this is what we saw on Maypole Farm as well. It's really quite worrying because, like, it's going, and this is what I was saying about manure. We might have to do straw to manure mod. Although, nah, oh, hang on. No, it will go down though, won't it? That's true. It's being processed. Yeah. So that's there's nothing special about that going. Uh, and again, that's being processed too. So sort of, although it's bad in a way, it's also that you can see manure everywhere. So it does. It's not a lot, but then it's split between quite a few sort of different things. So you sort of do think, well, actually, it does seem to be working. Yes, and the digestive that's definitely working completely, which is not a surprise where our money is going. So yeah, that's fantastic. Now that we need to go to Cavalier Roy's actual thing, and we need to sort of get everything in there to do the things that we need to do. So I think it is. Oh, is it at the bottom now? Didn't we do the upgrade and it was at the bottom? That is the tiny silo, the Riverview BGA, garden, homebrewed, Glenathan Dairy. How are we doing in the dairy? Let's have a look. But we could sell the pasteurized milk again. Sugar is now nicely. Yeast is 35 tons. So yeah, this is doing well again. Milk, we could really do with doing like making it, but the trouble is you don't necessarily get back. Wow, we're going to leave the Let's Play with. Yeah, and it can't see that, but we can't sell it either. We can't sort of yeah remove the milk. So I think we'd have to sort of include the milk on this one. Wow, the sugar that's doing very well this year. Glenleathan say that oh wow, look at the slurry in that. So that does go to prove that the Nicky's doing a good job of the slurry because we've got our little that's done that all the time and that's really is. We saw that it was also in both BGAs, so that is doing terribly well. So yeah, I like to focus on the successes of and failures of production. It's not all been plain sailing, especially on this Let's Play where it's taken things that we should have. Yeah, all of the sugar went all to the BGA, but I didn't understand about the priority. 1 is the highest, 10 is the lowest. It starts low, basically. For those who don't know, like I didn't know until I needed to find out on this very Let's Play because things were going wrong. Right, so farm productions, this is what we need. Mineral feed, this is what we need to switch on. So we need canola, and so we need to send the canola, the corn. I knew there was the reason for the corn, but also we need to do sugar beet cuts. That's interesting. So we need to send, right, so sugar beet, corn, canola, wheat. Right, so then that's what we're wanting from our different things. We don't, that's not the production, it's the silo. So we're looking for the small silo and we're looking for the farm and the field, both really. So corn is sending the corn, especially, and no, the wheat's not there. Canola we do want to distributing, and we do want to select definitely. Yes, the farm productions, and we also want, so sugar beets also, is that in here? No, it's not. Don't need potatoes. Do corn, corn 2. Select farm productions, absolutely yes. And yeah. Oh, I think if we got, we might need to buy some sugar beets. It would have been in the other one. We said it was, but it may also have all gone. That is true. So we need the other, need the field one, and wheat. We need to distribute, and we want to select farm productions. Absolutely yes. Sugar beets has all gone. That's because we stupidly left. Oh no, we didn't. No, Glenleith and Sugar Mill. No, we did it right. So it does look like the one thing we've sort of, I've still made a mistake, and that is that I've taken, to be honest, I didn't realise it would do so much. It just goes to show how powerful these are. That's my mistake, but we will buy. I've always said about buying one input, and it's going to cost us. So we need to buy. Oh, can we buy sugar beet cuts? No, I think the actual. I've gone past down to farm productions. Here we go. So sugar beet cuts. We need to. Yeah, we can still choose it. Distributing. Select. Oh, I don't think you need to select it yet. It's you don't need to tell it to distribute to itself. Yeah, it's so that's okay. All we do need to do is buy the inputs. So sugar beet. It's going to take us a while. It should be all my life. That's not cheap. It isn't. Wow. We can buy it in bags. I suppose it's not terrible, but it isn't. It is quite terrible when you consider we can buy yeah, sometimes you've got to do these things. It's going to make us a lot as well. You've got to look at it like that. It's, yeah. Right, this is now we're getting to the serious. I don't, yeah, one more. We'll leave it at that. I don't think we need any more at all. So sugar beet cuts. which will sit in that and actually then do the mineral feed. We also need water, which I should imagine we should have in. Just a little we have. So that's going to go in, that's going to go in, that's going to go in, that's going to be pre-created. And the lime from stones, which actually cutting the sugar beet produces 5 stones as well, but we will lime. We have produced our own lime. We could actually grab a shed load of lime and stick it in manually. Really, is what I'm thinking. Oh, it's quite amazing. That's a farm silo. Yeah, this is the one we need to be looking at. Lime, which is then going to produce double. I do like this. It is quite amazing, and also produces salt. Right, let's grab some lime. Let's not wait for this to happen. Let's make it happen. Number one, make it so. It's just thinking about, I was talking about Star Trek one time. Yeah. Right, we should have lights on, I would say. Really nice. We don't need a 70 ton of it. Yeah, well, let's grab some. Because to be honest, we're not going to need to do the fields again because we are going. We are. Perhaps should have done the grass for once as well. And yeah, it's the only downside, but we've seen we can't. It's yeah, it should still work like this. It's just looks like it's a magic building that so we want. Nope, a little bit of that. Yeah, that should do nicely. Oh, you do realise it's a bit of a trek. Not really, we don't need to do that. We can do it by the production of the... Yes, that's why I bought these. Yeah, let's not lose sight of that. Now, you see, that's old me, that when I first came into FS22, I totally did not... Mind you, there was nothing like this at that point. You'd still got to do this type of thing, which is why, of course, as I've always said, location, 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 which is why I usually have my productions on my farm, because then I don't need to travel halfway across the map to actually do anything about it. So we want the farm silo, which is this one here, which means the lime that is in there now needs to be distributed. And it wants to be... Yeah, we've distributed it. We just now need to, on the right side of it, sunflowers, lime, distributing, and we need to select farm productions. Fantastic. Now then, if we speed up to 10 o'clock, we should see some activity. We should see the things go in there. It's got water already, so we really don't need to do anything else other than that. Let's have a look. So it's just above us. Mineral feed has just gone blue. So it's amazing. There's that slight pause where things, yeah, it's obviously the sugar beet cut's going to be the week because it's got to do that. So really, what we need to be doing now is, did we check the sales as well? Because it is true, I've often not done this, but you would still look for the farm, wouldn't you really? I mean, there's still a few things that we would, for the farm, need, right? Because the farm is carrying on even though I'm not. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's realistically, it would be that way. So now we need to literally go through, and yes, I'm just thinking about the animals. It is true. And it is 9 o'clock. Yeah, because they are going to take a lot of feeding and that. And also, it is true, when you've got the scale of animals that we have, you would need to sell them to sort of see what kind of cash you have got from your animals. We could just keep the young. That's the other thing we could do. Like 60,601 production costs. No, I think we've. No, we haven't. No, we have got 2 forage harvesters, but they are smaller ones. I can't say that that wouldn't make a difference, and it is not going to break the bank. It is quite a special one, really. 10,000. 10,060 litres. Is that how big its tank is for fuel? Because it doesn't store, does it, surely? Standard discharge speed. Oh, we'll go standard. I'm sure standard's still fast. Yeah, I know we're never going to use it, but it is more about what the farm needs than it is about anything else. We've got plenty of headers for it. We've seen this. I think we've even got a Colossus header for it. So, animals. Let's have a look. Yeah, 21,000 our big horses. Yeah, obviously these would go all the way, but we need to add these in. We won't sell them, but we just can do the how much we will get for them when we do sell them. We've had littlins that have just been born, still plenty of food. But the ones that are interesting are our originals that have just given birth. So these are the ones we need to be selling to sort of prove, and the big brown Swiss likewise, those 300 also we want to be selling, and that's going to stop the milk. I do realise that, and also the slurry is going to be sort of like reduced but not stop. Chickens we are going to leave totally alone because they're not worth a lot, and it hasn't any impact. The only reason I'm doing this is obviously I wouldn't do this. I'd like for us to continue, but the price of the cows, especially the big ones, does impact the farm anyway. It really does. So you've got to include this, which is something I didn't used to do. The mineral feed should be building up all my life. Now this we're going to do selling just to show and go on for the hour on this beautiful November morning, just to see how much we actually get for that one product. Right. Or for 56,000? Was it? Oh yeah, I think it was. I didn't see terribly closely. How are we doing on this? Oh, no, it is going up. That's interesting. That is, I'm glad to see that. And we do know it is actually filtering across. So it's not that it's not working, it's just not working as visibly as you'd like to see it. So, yeah, that is fantastic. Methane also we want to be selling. We're going to do the same again. Digestate, that seems to be backing up, but the grass is going to stop soon, so it's not going to be like that forever. Ooh. Wow. Yeah. That'll be the methane. Let's put it on storing again. Yeah, it is this very one that does need it a little. It has still got 7.5 tons, so that is quite tremendous. Right, so production shed 2864. That is quite amazing. It is animals. Let's have a look at those. Yeah, 100%. Production 40. Puberty 22. So these are the ones that are worth the biggest that we're going to sell. We're going to keep those because the food shouldn't be terrible, really. If we sort of see this, I'm only doing this to speed things up. We also know it is going to impact the business. It's the other end, actually. It is. I remember trips in the field. But say this is also, I think it's one of these doors here, actually. Here we go. So then, select 300. Yes, 420,000 for our animals. And we're still quite young. Are the pigs? 741. I can't remember if these are this side. Other side, or is it in the actual field? I can't remember. I think it's around here, I'm sure it is. Oh, someone's left a curtain cider in the way. I think we could probably just about squeeze through there. No, it won't let you. You can jump up and then jump down. So you can see actually the value of ours, 741, is considerable. It's actually worth far more than those. So that's what I'm saying. So we want to select and sell. I think we can all agree that that in itself is a considerable amount of profits from the pigs. And that's what I'm saying. I used to always, although I've got to be honest, I also did used to eat them out of house and home. So that should make a big difference now on the feeding of both of those. And we should also still see these going up somewhat, the same as these also will go up. And that shouldn't go down very much at all now, which is the main reason I'm doing this, because the thing we've got to focus upon is the digestate. I'm not sure. I think we're going to have to, and this is more for not because we need to do it, but it's got to even more process the huge amounts, really to show what the farm would do without. I think of my words. Yeah, it's got all the digestate. It's got that twice as well. It'll have the same in the other BGA. And that's my point. Is this is the scale of something that I've never seen on any other Let's Play. Yeah, and that's unfortunate. That's yeah. I think we did say we needed to do this manually. It is a chugger though, so we'll leave it as it is because it is still going to the BGAs, and that's we always said that was the main business. So how's the digester in this one? Ah, see, that one is doing very well. So just have we not got the other one distributing? Is that my mistake? No, no, it is. So homebrewed, review. No, we're good. I think we're just going to have to for the storage alone, the production shed. Because what can it process? 150, a lot, an awful lot, really. It can actually do. So we will. Yeah, we are going to upgrade it one more time. I would never do this normally. This is only so it can process a lot more. 213 times 2000. Of course, it wastes. We know that. It uses 416,000 of that to produce, obviously, 3/4 of that amount in solid fertilizer. So this time we should really see quite an impact by us doing what we're going to do next, which is 9 o'clock tomorrow. Yes, we're certainly to use another going where no man has gone before. It is true. It is in a literal sense. I have never ever had to upgrade that to that kind of amount from the production shed. Ooh, yeah, still sort of like settling itself down, and it is 400 tons. I didn't increase the storage terribly much, but I mean it's huge. It's really got 100 normally. The seeds were the seeds that we did for ourselves, so yeah, they were never. How is the Cavalier all doing with its inputs? Review. It's a little bit higher, I seem to recall. This is now the good news is this should. We knew this had an awful lot of milk in it, so it should do 26, almost 50 tons a day. and yet we didn't. Oh no, I think it may be 300. No, I thought it was 318, but I might be wrong. Right, let's have a look. No, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, now this digestate likewise. This is going to grab a bit of the digestate, but it should be releasing now, really, on the canola. Oh, the corn's the one that's done the most. Sugar beet cut is now done, so I think we probably can switch that off because I think it's done its work. If we look for sugar beet, oh no, there's still plenty in there. No, leave it. Definitely. And let's look at the outgoing. Oh, we ought to be selling that now. I think again that yeah, it's obviously we've been so far not a wow. The lime likewise. Road salt. Now this we could. I'm going to leave it though. We could because I think we're doing well enough with everything already. So I can't imagine that methane is building up again. Digestate is distributing from that. So amazing. This is doing exactly what we wanted. How much is this? Yeah, it's going down as well. It's doing what it should do. So let's go through to here. Our animals, though, let's not forget them, even though we know they should really not be going down very much at all because, yeah, these are not going to give birth for an awful long time. And those ones have. No, they haven't. No, neither are adults yet. Although that's going to change soon. It is. Yeah, it's going down. And these are going up, which is fantastic. Right, so then, we didn't check, but we don't need a 6M, even that's a very good price. But it's quite a low range, so now then, yeah, we're selling every product that we've got, really. And we're not specialists, I've not got any wool on this farm where we're making clothes, which is one of my favourites, really. It is, I do love doing clothes. It's a really good earner. And that's, we broke 4 mil. We don't need it. We do need a cut. No, we don't. We've got 2 9-meter corn headers. Yep. And that is the cross flow. It is. That's the one. Isn't the cross flow? It is the 18 cross flow. Yeah, it is. We don't need that though on this. And it's a shame. Look at the price on that. That is amazing. It is. Yeah. So we're gonna go. Let's check our animals. Horses. It's in orange. It's still good. That's still in orange. It's just going down a little though, that now. That's hardly going down at all. And yeah, so yeah, we're going to do it properly. Actually, I was just thinking about what I was sort of saying. Now, how much digestate? That's the thing we really need to be looking at. We really need to be looking at the production shed. Because when it's gone, then we've done, really, is what we're looking at. But there is one thing I should say, and that is that we should still be doing. This already will have gone up. We haven't touched it. Nope. Yeah, how much is there in here? Ooh, 156 tons. Now, there was also 45 tons of milk from the last day we did it. Not that we really need to worry about it, but we want to be doing this properly. Yeah, so that we've got an accurate count, I do say, although I suppose. Oh, it's too late now. It is, yeah. We would have showed on our tally if we'd have left it, which was probably a wiser thing to do. Now then, we have got some chicken food sitting in the thing, and it is looking like we're not feeding our animals, so we can't have that. Let's get these done. And also the same with the we've got that hay in that oh no, that's not what I'm going to do. It's weird when you're getting a bit of a tizzy. You know the buttons, your brain knows them, but you as a person, you're trying to consciously know. Well, you don't really need to. That should make a difference, but I'm not sure whether it's going to make enough for the horses. Yeah, it's the water we really need to do. So, where is the little... I think it's over by... It's over this way. Water is, I think it is. Or should borrow the lurcher. Oh, it has still got that same score, but it's got a nice front end, I think, the 8 and the 9 series. Looks quite pretty. I'm sure it was round here. Yes, I thought so. Right. Let's get those horses watered. I mean, they're still not dangerous, but what I mean is, let's not forget. So I'd like to do them properly. We will, yeah, we'll properly sell them when we've gone as far as we can go. What does this look like when it's high res? I mean, it was already high res. It was like low grade 4K. It's just that I have noticed on certain of the newer textures that it really is quite special. That we really could do it going the other way. There, I think full. I think that's it. It is fantastic. Slurry. Now, for once, I am going to wait because I don't think I can release it and come forwards and fill without it filling from this tiny silo again, so it's sort of like do a loop. So I need to get rid of that and then pull forward, grab the last, it should be the same again. Now we should be able to, like, say, release. Should really get rid of all of that. So that's as much as we can do. We're in the month of January. Let's go through and see. Sleep. 9 o'clock. Obviously, if we'd have stayed, we would have done much better. Another year would have seemed huge, but it is quite amazing that we've actually seen what we put in, we've now got out, and we haven't got rid of all of our animals. But they did seriously bring in some income. That's one thing I will say. So then, how much digest have we actually got? 341 tons. I think we'll actually do this next month. Yeah, I really do think we will. And of course, we're also getting the slurry from this that's feeding into itself. So it is production shed. Let's have a look at how it's doing. Because it really should. Yes, it is as well. We will do it by the morning. Sales. Haven't we got sprayer technology? We haven't actually, are we, on this? Yeah, I think we would. I think we would definitely buy that. I think it would be with the back, not for the liming, I'm going to say, but it really is, yeah. Oh, it's got the spray star on it as well. So it's actually got the equivalent to spots wheeling. Right, fantastic. So again, I'm only doing this for realism because obviously the farm could do with these equipment that we've actually bought, the last two things we bought. So it's as well about that. So we should be, if we go through till the morning, we should be at the point where everything we've got, and at this point we're going to sell everything on hand, all of the outgoing things that we've got in the productions that we've been holding on to, like milk and yeast and things like that, just for an accurate sort of thing. Now, there's still going to be a value of some of the things. Yeah, wasn't it? This is quite amazing. It's not really doing what I thought it would do. If I'm going to be honest, it's not blowing me away. So you only did 40,000. No, that will have been, that's a fresh amount that's come in from the BGAs. And it's the BGAs we've really got to keep our eye on to see, because the silage is gone. They're only doing the slurry now and the straw, and there's that's true, there's that shed load of straw in. Yeah, we also need to concentrate on that. Only does 24 tons a day. It's a chugger. So one thing I never thought of when I said about doing the two BGAs was the fact that that's going to take forever to work that one through the straw, which is that in both. I think we're going to do some maths for that one. Yeah, because it's 24 tons a day. That's like 3 years worth of for both. It is, and it's mainly for energy as well. So that's straight output. Silage again, yeah, it's only a little bit left. Slurry does how much? Again, it's only 24 tons. So I'll say a lot of them, they don't process a lot in that. So I think we're going to have to do a bit, saying that business it would go on forever and would really bring in a lot of cash. I think we're going to have to go with that kind of thing. See, the methane, again, we've got 400 tons of methane again. So we need to be selling that. Do we? Yeah, no, the digestate is distributing. So this now we need to sell. They're all doing. We'll go one more. Yeah, we could actually sell that as well because we did make it ourselves. And let's go through everything now and sell every output on every single production from bottom to top. So seeds, we will sell them because otherwise it's not, whether we bought them or whether we didn't, it's still a thing. The herbicide, again, we could sell only because you would sell everything lock, stock and smoking barrel to, no, we're not going to sell any crop that's in here. We'll have to maybe work that out ourselves because the productions don't show in the in the proper sort of thing. Now these also we're going to have to now sell, otherwise it's not going to be a proper. It's a shame because we're sort of selling them out of oh yeah, we will sell it now, there's no point in there. Oh, we could have done, yeah, let's do it accurately. That was the whole reason for doing it. You can see that over time as well, we've only been here a year, they really do add up. Even the medium-sized gardens are not something to ignore. Yeah, that's distributed. The lime we can switch off now. We will sell that a little bit. It's not going to bring in a lot, but it should imagine most of these things. So that manure thing did tick it a little. So it was worth doing. Oh, it has still got some sugar beet in. And the yeast were distributing. We'll carry that on. It can go on until the absolute end. Yeah, that's actually making a dent now. I suppose, yeah, we really do need to go on. for this very reason, don't we? Yes, thinking about it. So we will not finish yet. We've got to get rid of the milk. Yeah, the slurry is, as I say, it's going to be a minimal, but at least it's not going in anymore. That's one thing I really am going to say. We will see. Yeah. Oh, of course, I've got the other one. I've got to add these up manually because I don't think they'll show. Slurry. Of course, that's going to go across what we've just done, isn't it? And we can see that the manure is doing its job. Sugar beet, cool. Yeah, that's doing its job, right? So we can't just quit just yet. Let's have a look at our animals. Can we? I think now is the time to sell the horses. They've gone up quite a lot. Now, they are worth a fortune. They would be worth more, but yeah, they're still good. So vanity, they're the two really. And sell, yes. Vanity number 2. And this is with us not taking them to market as well. Right, see, it was, again, really worth doing the animals. Now, how are our cows coming on? Because obviously they are now puberty. Yeah, they come soon. By the time we finish, they really will be. Wow, they're about to reproduce. Ooh, I think we're going to have to sell them as much as the food's now getting dangerously bad, and it is expensive. So we will sell the pigs, lock, stock, and smoking barrel, even the young, so that we don't look like we're bad husbands. You could say, I suppose. Right, so wow. Even they were worth an absolute fortune. Wow, that is quite amazing. So brilliant. Right, so how are we doing with the Brown Swiss? That's not going to run out anytime soon, is it really? Slurry, wow, slurry's still good. So they may not be doing milk yet, but yeah, they're still producing enough manure and everything. So we're going to go a couple of months just, and so the milk is the main one now. Or did we check sales? I think we did, yeah, for that month. The only bad thing is I don't get to use this nice equipment that we're buying. It's typical, isn't it? When you're leaving a Let's Play and really you've got doesn't matter about them at all, and then all of a sudden you're getting all this nice equipment that you can't actually. Well, we broke 5 million, so that's quite amazing. So then, our main purpose now is we need to keep an eye on the milk. So really, we're going to be focusing on these. Are still chugging along nicely though. And milk, it's quite low down, that one. Yeah, this is still doing 249 tons. 2,400 times 2 is 4,800. So it's yeah, it's not. I suppose, yeah, looking at it, ooh, that's going to be quite a nice bang again. We ought to leave it on selling now because that's going to make a huge difference. And we may as well just sleep through. As I say, the amount of food that's in the cows, they shouldn't go down anytime soon. That's all we've got left. And I'm glad I've shown the impact of animals, how you could actually just do the carcass beef, something I've never really considered doing as a business, but it really is a very good. Now, bear in mind, most of our businesses have ended now. We'll be staying old by the light. I do love that by Sid and JHHG modding. Yeah, it's even though it doesn't show what's in it, which is a bit strange. Right, how we doing milk-wise? Wow, still loads. I mean, our income should go up every day, and that should be a huge bang because of how much 106 tons of pasteurised milk that we will notice. Yes, that's not bad at all. Though. It's going down though. We lose some cash every day for some reason. Perhaps it's production costs. Yes, to our life. Look how much yeast there is in there. We should be stopping the yeast because I think we've got enough yeast in there. I think we need to be selling the yeast now because there's way too much in there. Right, so let's go through till the morning. Road salt. Oh, that's my favourite small trailer one. No, it is really. That's a beautiful trailer. It really is. Look at this. 8,487 for a 44.7 ton trailer. It's a beautiful little thing. Solid axle as well. But we really don't need any trailers. We really don't. So 9 o'clock. Yeah, we will check to see on the time saving stock check because the crops, I'm not sure it'll see them though, but if we added a few 100,000 on top, that would be a fairly accurate way of doing what we need to do. So, wow, 9.2 meter Volvo. Let's have a look. It's the milk we really need to be looking at. 189. Yeah, this is quite interesting now because we are really focusing on the little bits of energy in that we're getting from the two BGAs, plus the obviously the milk has now gone. But they're soon going to be out of puberty, so that means there's going to be 300 bairns. Still in the orange, so is the straw. Straw is still the but mind you, it's going to go to the BGAs. We've already got a shed load of that in there, so we'll leave it so that we can see what's that's worth as we leave. Really, and we're talking on some tonnage as well. So let's go through till the morning. It's quite a slow churn on the milk. I should have bought us our other one as well, but it's the special. I suppose it's difficult to see, except on a long-term let's play, how things do go up and down, sort of thing. So yeah, it's not that easy to gauge the first time you've done it. Yeah, it is sort of going down a bit. Does that show in the time saving stock check? Because I think if it does, no, it doesn't. It's only showing the milk that we'd left in there. And that's a lot of cash as well. So we will just carry on as we're doing. Yeah, we're not hurting. It's just the animals. I'd have to sell those if we did this much work. It doesn't take long even to go through a day. Not now that we haven't got animals to feed and we're not doing any work. This is just us cashing up, just showing how well we did. But you've got to really sort of get rid of almost all of your product on hand, or else it's not a true estimate, is it really? Okay, so just make sure it's my main concern is that these are not going to go bad. Oh, it's only the grass. It's used all the TMR. So that means their productivity is. Oh, yeah, it is. Right. Okay. Well, let's sell the less of the cows. Even if we, yeah, there should still be. This is just one of those silly. I didn't actually pay proper attention to the fact that we'd actually run out of Swiss. Yes, we do. We would not have let them go in that sort of state of thing either. So It's 290 tons of slurry. Now, what have we got in the sales? We've just seen it. So how are we doing with the milk? I think I've ever had to quite go this far. It's even, yeah, even though the Cali map was, now we're getting somewhere. Still a few businesses are chugging along nicely though. Yeah, the milk now can be switched off. That's going to be charging us. That's selling directly. They are having an impact on obviously selling. That also would have been one of the big bangs. Yeah, straw. We can see how little it's chewing away at that. Wood chips, likewise, that's quite a small thing, isn't it, as well? So what we need to be looking at is, yeah, still getting a daily gush of digestate, in a little way now, but the big one is the milk. That's the one we've got to keep it. When that milk is gone, really are pretty much home and dry. Yeah, 147 tons. We get in there. It's interesting. So 147. How much are we actually going down a day? Because we're not putting any in now, so it's easy to see what kind of 147. Oh wow, that's only 20 tons a day. My life, it's gonna take forever. Yeah, I think what we're gonna have to do now is a little bit of old school, working out how much 293 tons of sugar is, 210 tons of that, and 127 tons of sugar. Now, obviously, if we're classing this as like we're done, we've got 6 million on hand, bearing in mind we bought a shed load of cash in, I think it was 5 million. So we've actually got back the value that we put in a year ago, plus a million profit, plus if we were to sell our land, what would it be? 390, so that's 8, say 900, 9, 4, 1.4 mil, actually almost 1.5. All my life. 5, 2.5, 2.8 million. So we sunk most of our cash into these, didn't we, really? And then obviously we're not going to do those, but yeah, those two core pieces of. So 2.8 million, actually, that is quite phenomenal then. So 8.8 million plus, if we look at the value of. We could just say, yeah, if we look at this, 8.8, it's 9.2 million we did. So actually, we doubled our, and then obviously the milk that is worth. Let's have a look. How much the milk is worth? 333 if we're going to sell at max price. So really, that's 333,000 in milk. If you were going to look at that, eggs is 13. But again, we're adding that down there, so we can't do that twice. And we've also got a few crops on there. So I've got to be honest. Although it doesn't show it up there, we've done well over 9.5 million on this for 1 year's. It does go to show how terribly, and for once I've also included, there was a huge bang from our animals. So just looking after the animals, just for a year, is, well, just over a year really when you think about it. Yeah, it's October to, sorry, it was August to August, so it really is, should show now that our years have gone up as well. It shouldn't be what it was before. So 3 years, we're into the third year. So I would say that that's a fairly respectable, and we have a shed load of equipment, an absolute shed load. Now that we won't be buying because we can't do it. Yeah, it really, we've left, when you look at the equipment we've got, I know it's not, on paper it's not worth, but that, we all know that's a load of rubbish. So we would have had to play with this beautiful machine that we would have done, and this additional big forage harvester, which we have got some headers for, of quite a formidable amount. We could have stuck that on the other field, really, with the unreal header that we've got. And if we look at our forage headers, we did, and that would be able to handle that. Typical, we didn't even get to use it once. Forage harvesters headers, these ones here. Oh, we got rid of it. You know, you see, we were silly because we could have actually kept that for the grass for that. You never know what's going to happen. So, yeah, all that remains is a massive shout out to Cavalier for a fantastic map. It is. I've thoroughly enjoyed my time on it. It has been a backbreaker, though. It really is. Those fields were much, much bigger than I anticipated, which is good. But both also as a human being was a little bit mad because, yeah, a huge amount. When I think of Ebony Island, we were that farm there, and we had like that at the most. You could fit those in those 3 fields there, you know, just from our scale, just to sort of show me. I was thinking we were coming from Ebony Island or we were coming into a similar sized farm. No, not really. It's huge like Rhombos. It really is. But you can tell it's huge outputs for the work that we did and the animal husbandry that we did. Apart from that little bit of a blip where I didn't realise we'd ran out of TMR and yeah, they were suffering a little in that last month. Although, if you can call animals that have been fed on grass suffering, it's most of them being fed that all of the time, really. So yeah, but you know what I mean. I don't like to do that. I let my finger off the button for a couple of months, and that's what happened. But yeah, massive shout out to Cavalier Roy for a fantastic map. Massive shout out to you, the viewers and subscribers. Thank you very much for watching for the final time on this beautiful farm on Combined Counties. I'm saying thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on other journeys. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.